it's over. Do you need anything like I need you? Can I make something good out of this? Can I make something good out of this? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You could be late, you could be true, you could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. Can I make something good out of this? Can I pretend that something is missing? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You will be late, you could be too, you could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, but I want more. You could be late, you could be too, you could be underneath my shoe. Times you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. More from you, yeah, more. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play, play, play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded, faded. I was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why, where was mine? I couldn't find it, but you're all I've got. You're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. Yo! Dude, how we doing? I'm a little tired tonight, I'm gonna be honest. Time to walk away. Trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation. No sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was. It's not up to you. I wish there was something you could do, but you're not me, so you can't be my answer. 'Cause you're all I've got. You're all I want. Modern days it just feels like this will never be enough. Let's go. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Yo. Your dog has a complaint? All right, it's gonna get loud in here in a minute. Get ready. Since I've been sober, I just found another shoulder to look over. Am I bolder? I feel colder every time I sense danger.
love the end of that song. Oh shit, boss. Oh, dude, that is some of my favorite lyrics. Like it's you know, a lot of this music that you're hearing, right, that you hear night after night here, you hear a couple of records, okay? You hear fucking Full Blown Red, which is the band I left LA with, moved to Portland. That was before I got sober, okay? Then you hear Number 3 Breakdown and the early versions of The Wanteds. And that was when I was sober, but it was like early in sobriety, right? And that shit was, I don't know, it was pretty heavy duty, like lyrically. It was pretty big stuff. But it's like now I'm so far removed from that, right? Let's go. Mitch, I don't know. Smoke has risen from the Supreme Court. McConnell is gone. Let's go. I think that might be a joke there. I don't know that he is officially gone yet. Okay. I'm not sure he is officially gone. We will, dude, he's basically gone. We're going to look into that in a hot minute. Okay. We're gonna look into that in a few minutes. Because there's, other people coming forward claiming to have information. And so, let's go, dude. Pantera did their best stuff high and wasted. See, I'm glad that I made my best music not high. I feel like that actually was pretty optimal to make my best music when I was sober, which I did. Which made it, I guess, easier to get sober. Like if I had made my best music high, I don't know if I would have stayed fucking, right? I don't know if I would have ever gotten sober because my art was pretty important to me and I probably would have stayed messed up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel pretty lucky that like the way mine worked out. Because my art was always the most important thing. But, all right. Pitter patter, chitter chatter. So we're going to get right in, guys. I don't know how much longevity I'm going to have tonight because I am exhausted. I stayed up pretty late and then I got up early. Dude, I went to bed at 3 a.m. and I got up at 6 a.m. And been putting out content all day. Then I took an hour nap before I streamed Fortnite. And then we streamed Fortnite for like 4 hours. And now here we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a little tired. I'm fueled on caffeine at the moment. But we're going to cover some good news tonight, right? We're going to cover some good stuff that is news. I wouldn't say it's good news because it's not, right? The world sucks right now, okay? It does. Dude, the world sucks right now. But I will say this, okay? No matter how much the world sucks right now, it sucks more for the MAGA shitters. It really does, guys. It does. Because let me just tell you, they have everything, okay? They have all the branches of government. They have all of those branches of government filled with like Trump cronies. They have the Supreme Court. They're rolling back like historic legislation and they're still fucking miserable, guys. They are still miserable. They are filled with misery. They're still whining and complaining and crying. And what's more, all of the people that they gave power are just shitting on them. And they're going to vote for them all again, too. So, I mean, just imagine how terrible. Just imagine how fucking terrible it is to be a swollen MAGA turd. Okay? I'm serious. Dude, I will taste the pain. I will taste the pain before I will be one of those denial-laden fucking miserable weirdos. Because, guys, there really is, you know, if you have MAGA family, you know, okay? I grew up in MAGA towns, small town Wisconsin. I have a lot of MAGA family. And one of the things that is just like a unifying trait amongst those people is that they never experience joy, guys. They don't. They do not experience joy. They don't at all. They can't. They can't like relax long enough to experience joy. Like, you see how my shoulders are scrunched? They go through the world like this, like bracing themselves, trying to avoid pain, trying to avoid impact, you know, snarling because they perceive everything not going their way. And so they just don't experience joy. Like, you can only experience joy when you're willing to like let go. When you're willing to experience pain, you know, that's when you are open enough to like take in the joy. And they can't do it. They can't do it. They lose touch with their inner child, and they remain stuck in their inner in their inner fucking teenager. And the reason why I say inner teenager, guys, is because being a teenager sucks. It's hard. You're hormonal. You overreact to everything. Nothing ever quite feels right. You always feel like a stranger in your own body. You're restless. You feel misunderstood all the time. You know, they are eternally like teenagers in that miserable teenager role. It's pretty sad. But also, fuck them. Okay? Fuck them. Like, let them suffer. Let them suffer. I feel bad for them, and I relish in you know, knowing that they're not getting satisfied. Fuck you, MAGA. As an only child, it is difficult to be given. Yeah, I mean, that a lot of only children suffer from that, like, struggle with that, right? With giving. All right, I'm gonna start the dance party right away, guys. Dude, you ready? We're gonna start it. I'm not too worried about it though, if we hit it or don't hit it tonight. But I'm gonna start it right off the bat, guys. We're gonna fucking get it running. All right. Somebody asked for it early. There it is. They are in huge denial. Okay, so I guess, guys, let's start with Donald Trump. They're clearly, guys, we got to look at some Trump stuff. All right, we're going to look at Ro Khanna. We're going to look at that in a little bit. That shit is heartbreaking, boss. But let's start with the Donald Trump shit. Okay, that we don't need. But I have a lot of bookmarks. A lot of them. I bookmarked a lot of shit here. But dude, look at this, bro. Wow. Just wow, dude. Bro. MAGA, I dead. Just like Mitch. Let's go, Pinky. Dude, look at him, guys. Slob. Slob is a great word for it, but look at him. Dude, he looks like he's like just struggling to see straight. He was seen today, guys. He's back. He had a couple days of being embalmed. All right, a couple days of being embalmed, being pumped full of fluid, and his nasal cavities packed with Adderall. But he is back. But dude, he just looks like dog shit. absolutely death warmed over. He is so strung out. He is. Dude, Pinky, Pine Box Watch, let's go. Oh. He is strung out. Look at his hand, though, guys. Do you see his hand? Do you see his hand from here, guys? That shit is like greenish gray. He did go to the hospital. It's greenish gray. So let's zip over to the Midas. All right, we're gonna hold on. Oops, I'll find that shit later. We're gonna zip on over to the Midas Touch because they were covering it. Dude, Quiet War Piggy, let's go, Piggy! Okay, so let's go to. Dude, what the fuck? Why that shit's not coming up? Dude, Elon's search function sucks ass. All right. So, this is wild, okay? The shit, death becomes him. It really does, Pinky. It really does. We're going to save that one, too. But let's start with him talking about, yeah, here it is. Okay, so I guess I did have that. Oh, yeah. I had it all set up already. So, guys, let's start with this tweet. This was fairly early in the day, okay? This is, while normal people were, eating lunch, Donald Trump was doing a massive, 20-sentence tweet about Maggie Haberman. And he's real mad at her, okay? He's real mad at her book that is sort of, making some very bold claims about Trump. Remember, they said they have the tapes from the Situation Room. So now Trump is paranoid. He's looking for a leaker. Dude, life will change. Let's go. He's looking for a leaker. Okay. And this, I think, is beautiful because you have the Situation Room leaks. You now have other leaks coming out that MS Now is getting in about 𝗙cie Patel and shit like that. And so what's interesting about this is it's ramping up Trump's paranoia because he doesn't know who he can trust. And that's actually really beneficial because he's going to be less effective when he's like, paranoid, looking over his shoulder the whole time. It chews up a lot of time, guys. And the more that we can occupy him with his paranoia, you may have noticed there were some headlines about him having journalists subpoenaed and shit like that. He is going after the press. It's because he's paranoid, guys. Because the leakers are just gutting his administration. They are gutting him. Okay, so he is just consumed with it. Look at, he's calling her MAGA Haberman. Oh my God. Dude, Pinky says, release the Epstein files, fire 𝗙cie Patel. Cash is gonna get fired. I said this last night. Cash, if they lose the House, he's definitely getting fired shortly thereafter. He may be gone before, but Cash, he's the last one from the original Epstein run. He's going to get fired. He has no friends. You're right. He has none. Dude, thank you, Pinky. Dude, Joel says, I'm reading her book. 90% is stuff if you're paying attention, but 10% is like unfiltered statements that give good insight how these demons work. Let's go, Joel. Let's go. So he's calling her maggot, though. Maggot Haberman. Dude, he's so mad. All right, check this out. Maggot Haberman has covered me incorrectly for 10 years. Her book is a joke. 90% of it is fake news. She has made a living off her bad reporting and will pay the price when our multi-billion-dollar lawsuit against the failing New York Times gets to court, which should not be that long. By the way, all of Trump's lawsuits fail, okay? They all fail. If somebody settles out of court, they do that. But, dude, the New York Times better not settle after him putting out subpoenas and shit. they better kick him in the teeth. All right. I don't mind bad press if they are right. I do mind fake reporting, like what's in her boring book, and like she's done for 11 years, with only one aim in mind, to have Trump lose elections. But as I sit in the Oval Office and ponder, that hasn't worked out too well. MAGA is a loser. If she ever wrote the true story about me, it would actually be quite boring, but loaded with lots of success. Yeah, a lot of suck, but I don't know about the cess. Also, I just finished a perfect physical at Walter Reed. I do it every 6 months, and I requested another cognitive test. The only president to do so 3 times, and I aced them all, got every question right. Few people in Washington, D.C. could do so, including Maggot and her flunky associate, Jonathan Swan. I would be willing to bet they couldn't get 50% of the questions right. Anyway, don't buy their book. It's garbage, blah, blah. Trump doesn't know how to ponder. Yes, indeed, Joel. Yes, Trump does not know how to ponder. Now, you ready? So, what's interesting about this, guys, is how he mentions another physical at Walter Reed. Okay? Now, he says every 6 months, but guys, he's going to Walter Reed like as often as his MAGA fucking predators go to the strip club. I shit you not. He is in and out of Walter Reed. Now, again, isn't it interesting that he's talking about the cognitive test and he's talking about Walter Reed right after he disappeared for like 4 days, guys? He was down for 4 days. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday. Almost a full 4 days since he was seen. Again, they had him in the hospital. They were pumping him up with shit. They were trying to get him like functioning again. You know, now he's talking about cognitive tests. Dude, he was a mess. And he was a mess in Turkey. Like, oh my God, he was so whacked out in Turkey, guys. Oh, he was whacked out in Turkey. Whacked out. All right. So you know what I'm saying? Dude, Gerald, here's the deal, boss, right? Nobody fucking cares, buddy. You're just trying to hijack the chat. Dude, piss off. There you go. Piss up a rope, baby. Mr. Excellent Health. Maybe he jinxed himself. Let's go. Oh, piss up a rope. Piss up a rope. Buzzkill. Dude. I'm like sitting here and I'm like, why does it feel like there's like a deer tick burrowing into my nuts? Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the deer tick. It's formaldehyde they're pumping in him. Let's go, Pinky. Dude, person, woman, man, camera, TV. Dude, woke Nate, let's go. All right, hold on. I'm gonna wrestle this deer tick, this engorged tick. It is quite engorged. Oh, there we go. Off with the deer tick. Dude, off with the deer tick. All right, you ready? What is pissing up a rope, dude? Dude, I think pissing up a rope leads to a warm shower, if I remember correctly. Dude, it's like, oh, keep your mouth closed, all right? Wear a wrap, all right? Dude, pissing up a rope? Yeah. All right. It is a saying, yes. Dude, it's a saying, though, because if you piss up a rope, it's like pissing on yourself. You know what I mean, dude? Pinky, give him sodium pentothal. Let's go. Oh. Smack. Engorged deer tick being removed from my nuts. What are we all doing when it happens? Dude, Joel, I'm going to be celebrating, boss. I'm going to be dancing like it's fucking 1999. Okay, so, guys, you ready for this? Here's what's crazy about today. Trump goes AWOL for several days. He's gone. There's tweeting, but there's no sign of him, right? Everybody else in the admin, you know, 𝗙ecie is at the TPUSA thing. Dude, 𝗙cie_𝗏𝗀𝗆 is like passed out in a hotel room somewhere. They're using the jaws of life to extract him, canceling his plane flights. Trump was getting embalmed or otherwise at Walter Reed being tended to. And, this is why we have the fucking, look at his hand, dude. That shit is necrotic, bro. Okay, that hand. But guys, you ready? This is not the craziest tweet of the day, guys. Gen W, let's go. I shit you not. We're about to read something that, I'm sorry I have to read it because it pains me to read it, but it has to be seen to believe, guys. This is 180 characters compared to what we're about to read. He had a complete and utter fucking mental breakdown, okay? Just an absolute mental breakdown, guys. Fucking zonking, okay? Even RuPaul said, I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you, though, or sorry that happened. Look at this shit, dude. This is the craziest fucking... It is an election bender. He went off, guys. He's still talking about the election. Check this out. This is crazy. Let me find one that isn't a video. Or I guess we can watch the video. Fuck it. We'll watch the video. You ready? You ready to get in here, guys? Look at this shit. Oh, bro. Actually, I'm going to go to Truth Social. For the true measure of this thing. You ready? Look at this, guys. Look at this, dude. What in the actual fuck, bro? This guy has the nuclear codes, dude. You ready? I'm sorry to do this to you, but you got to see it to believe it. He says, it's incredible. I win the election in a landslide against the entire Democrat Party and almost 100% negative news. I won 86% of the counties in America, 2750 to 525, won the Electoral College, 312 to 226, was the first Republican in decades to win the popular vote, and decisively won all 7 swing states. All 50 states shifted towards the Republican Party for the first time ever. And I had to run against not one candidate, but 2, Sleepy Joe and Kamala, which has never happened before, against almost 100% negative press and fake news, all of them willing to do anything that I lose. And yet, especially Maggot Haberman, right? Oh, Maggot Hagerman, he says, one of the most unattractive people in the news business, and her lightweight assistant, Jonathan Swan, in the failing New York Times itself, which spends all of its energy on negative stories about me. Jesus. Melania got a pilot on speed dial to Russia. Let's go, Corn! Pinky, a mortician, will glue his lips soon. Please. Please, for the love of God, somebody glue this motherfucker's lips. All right. All I do is win, often against all odds, but after the big election success, there's no gee, he won, he did a great job. There's no saying maybe we were wrong about him, the people were right, or maybe congratulations, we wish you great success for our country. No. But after I won the election for the 3rd time, the same people start immediately all over again. The failing New York Times, the lost its way Wall Street Journal, MSDNC, they changed their name to MS Now because nobody was watching, ignorant CNN with some of the worst no-name anchors in history, and all 3 fake networks, ABC, CBS, NBC. All of their readership, ratings, and viewership are tanking because the public understands they are, as I've said right from the beginning, fake news. They have no credibility, or it would have been impossible for me to win with only bad stories, especially in a historic landslide. Think of it. This was my opposition. If the election was held again today, I would win by even more. Actually, much more. The Democrats don't have what it takes. Their policies are wrong, and they are generally stupid people. They are going communist because they are a desperately sinking ship, and there's not a thing they can do about it. Instead of writing inaccurate, false articles for over 10 years now, shouldn't it be time that they say, we give up, we can't beat them, there seems nothing we can do? Isn't it time they say Trump is the best political athlete of all time? Jesus. Congratulations, Mr. President. You have beaten us for 10 years, and we are not going to waste our time fighting you any longer. We can't win. Do a great job, sir, running our country. Make America great again. Dude. Now, referencing that rant I had just a few minutes ago about how these guys are never happy. Touche. Right? I mean, if this is not like the petulant oink of a pig that has been separated from his parents, right? It's a pig that got separated from the mama pig and is just oinking a high-pitched oink like, please come save me, rescue me. Please tell me I'm doing a good job. Please tell me I'm a good piggy. It is the anguished oink of the anguished oink of the little piggy that just can't find acceptance. Sleep now. Sleep now, little piggy. Sleep now. Forever sleep now. We're going to put you in this lovely little box. Dude, he's the pink arm, orange face commie. Let's go. Dude, where is Melania? Pinky. I think she's hanging out at Gavin Newsom's house. Right? Dude, let's go. Dude, Pinky says, whitey ass tootie baby. Dude, look at that. Bro, oh, sad piggy. Right? Sad little piggy. What a sad piggy. Sleep, little piggy, sleep. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, you little anguish oink. Oh. Oh, you little knob. Good knob. Oh, good knob. Oh, I'm a little distraught little piggy. Oh, I've got an anguished oink because nobody will say good job, President Trump. Dude. Thou shalt have zero approval, you despicable piece of trash. Oh, isn't that funny? Dude, sweet! Sweet! Let's go, Pinky! We're gonna smack our bitch up. Our bitch being Elon. Oh, let's go. Be nice to our first escort. Let's go. Dude, Melania. Dude, would. Would. Don't hate me for it, all right? Just don't hate me for it. All right, the anguished oink of a tired little piggy. Dude, Korg! No way, baby! No! Oh! Let's go! 10 gifted membership! Fuck you, Trumpy! Dude, here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Let's go, piggy! Whoa! Whoa! Sweet! 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 Oh, shit! Oh! Oh, God. Crazy. But, so guys, that is some serious melting down, guys. Serious melting down. Okay? He is, and I mean, look at this, right? Think about this guy. he tweets a picture of the Palm Beach airport being named after him. And then he's got these long tweets about how angry he is and how nobody loves him. And then he says it again with only bad press and fake news. I won the presidential election in a landslide when everybody knows it was 1.4%. Therefore, the media has no credibility. Sure, let me just say this. You ready, Trumpy? If the media had no credibility, you wouldn't be freaking out. And we all know this, Trumpy. Hold on. Let's call him up. Yo, Trumpy. What's up, buddy? Yeah, no, we're watching your meltdown live. And I gotta say, we are enjoying it. Oh my God, you are such a pathetic sack of shit. Yeah, nobody loves you, boss. Nobody's ever gonna give you any approval because you're like the felching of a donkey's ass at best. Okay? Now, I just want to be clear about a couple things here. Number one, 1.4% might seem like a landslide to a guy with a 2-inch, like, dome-shaped penis, but to the rest of the world, 1.4% is not a landslide. Okay? You won barely. You eked it out, boss. It is like if somebody notices your pee-pee in those folds, that's the kind of win you had, where it's like, wait, did I see it? I don't know if I saw it. I think I saw it. That's your win, for starters. Now, number two, I want to explain something. If the media had no credibility, you wouldn't be shitting your pants over this. Okay? If the media really was bullshit, fake news, totally off kilter, you would not react to every goddamn thing they do. Everything they do, you shit your pants, you melt down, you scream, you yell, you throw your pacifier, you break shit, you cry, oh, my knob, oh, good knob, right? And that is how much credibility the media has, where you rant and rave all day long. They own you, you stupid fuck. All right? Now, somebody with no credibility is you, who like rants and raves like 40-minute screeds, and we ignore you, right? You put on the great fare, we don't even show up, right? You sit there and cry and whine and bitch, and we just ignore you. We know king's your ass, and then we beat you dumbasses at the ballot box. All right? All right, so get it straight. Quit being a fucking dink, all right? And leave the goddamn women alone, all right? Fuck you, bye-bye. All right, dude, let's go. Dude, diaper done? Oh, shit. Release the Epstein files. Absolutely. Look at that. He says that the media has no credibility. If it did, that historic win would not have been possible. I want them to gain the respect which they so sadly lost and help make America great again. Next, Griff, Trump bacon? Oh, shit, dude. That is probably accurate. Let's go, dude. Pinky J.E. Memorial Ballroom. The ballroom. Let's go, dude. We already hit the goal, guys. Crazy. Unfucking believable. Thank you, Pinky. And thank you, Cord, for the gifted. So, yeah, he, guys, has been ranting, okay? And he goes off again. I would often say in speeches, America will never be a socialist country. I was 100% correct. The Democrats skipped socialism, went all the way down to communism. America will never be a communist country. Oh, my diaper will never be communist. Oh, because it keeps giving. Oh, it's filled with crap. Dude, he's still going, right? The radical left lunatics, often referred to as Democrats, have lost control of their party. They're being led by loud and unattractive people who totally lost their way. Oh, communist ideology. Don't let it take over America. But look at this dude. He does another rant about the White House. Excuse me. Another rant about the White House. And then that packed it in for the day. After that, he's just been retweeting, other people's shit. Right? Oh my God. Absolute fucking meltdowns. Now, something's wrong with him, guys. Okay? Something is absolutely wrong with him. I don't know what they're treating, but I sort of refer back to this image. He does not look good, guys. He really doesn't. I don't think I've ever seen him look that bad. Look at his eyes. Look at his fucking eyes, guys. You see how glazed his eyes are? Now, I have other things that I bookmarked about this guy. Look at this one. This one is crazy, okay? And look at this. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. He said he has physicals every 6 months. His last physical was 6 weeks ago, guys. Okay? 6 weeks after his last visit. Speculation about Trump's mental and physical health came after a string of gaffes. Oh my God, the NATO summit, Turkey was a disaster, right? Struggling to climb the steps, having to be guided by Erdogan. I mean, the things he was saying, the Islamic Republic of Japan, and like just all over the place. Look at it. Look at his face, dude. Dude, you know who he looks like, guys? In this image, he looks like a combination between Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders, and Axl Rose, if both of them were like 160 years of age. Jeez, he does not look good. Dude, he does look like Mark Davis. Mark Davis likes those white ball caps. Hey guys, where are the nuclear codes? Hey guys, I just woke up. I watched some Fox News. I was wondering, you guys know where the nuclear codes are? 'Cause I'm kind of strung out. I was hoping to like show Katie Miller's newborn the nuclear codes, see if the baby might accidentally press the button. Right? Because my fucking term is basically over. So maybe we get the baby to push a button, create some real headlines. Man. What an absolute piece of shit. Now, we do, however, though, we sort of have to face the reality of how bad do you think the Republicans will let this guy get before they will step in and do something to sort of like make him toe a line? Will they ever? Will this guy just be completely delusional and like send a nuke into like Colorado because he thinks they attacked him? I mean, that's what's coming. Is he's going to order a strike or something on America because he's so paranoid. He's going to become convinced that the leakers are in like, central Washington, and he's going to fire a missile into some small town. Right? Thinking like, oh shit, dude, the leakers are in Ellensburg. I'm going to send an ICBM in there. Tomahawk, right? No! Natalie, get in here. Oh, I just took a Trump in my diaper. I need my mama bear, mama baby, my favorite hospice nurse. Will you ask Melania if you could borrow some of her panties? She'll ask nicely. Oh. Oh, I took another Trump. Dude. Jesus. Oh. Dude. What are we doing, bro? Right? Like, what are we doing, guys? This guy right here is like, dude, get me off this planet. So bad. All right. I'm gonna save that one though. I am. Boy, dude, he just looks. I've never seen him this bad, guys. Okay, I have never seen him this bad. Let's see what they say here.
Donald Trump has canceled all events at the White House and all events in general from his schedule for the next 3 days.
Yikes.
No events scheduled today, all events canceled. No events on Saturday, all events canceled. No events on Sunday, all events on his schedule canceled. And then on Thursday, he had all events closed to the press. This, as we saw Donald Trump rapidly, physically, and cognitively deteriorate on what was the most disastrous NATO summit in the history of any United States president attending such an event, or any international event ever attended by the United States president.
I mean, he's not even lying, guys. That NATO summit in Turkey was that was the most batshit thing I have ever seen. It absolutely was. As far as a president goes, well, no, there's one. The only thing that I think comes close to that were his COVID meltdowns, right? Remember during COVID, they would ask him a question and he would start yelling at the reporters and ranting and raving and like completely falling apart. That's the only time I've seen him worse than what happened in Turkey. But the difference is there was like no pressure in Turkey. There was nothing going on, dude. It's just a NATO summit. Go like make nice with your allies and go like tell Zelensky you're going to put a boot in Russia's ass. It's real fucking easy, dude. You're going to defend your allies. But no, you got to rant about the election and fucking roadside bombs and all kinds of crazy shit like a mental patient, right? And yes, and then he wonders afterwards, why doesn't anyone like me? Like, yo, homie, dude, like, get the memo, please. For the love of God, somebody get that man the memo, all right? Like, I don't care. Like, make it look like it's a tweet. Blow the letters up so they're huge. Put them on his bedroom wall, you know?
Donald Trump looked sickly and weak and absolutely pathetic, and now he's all alone, rotting away in the White House while the reflecting pool is still green, filled with algae, as the other fountains that Donald Trump claims he's filled up around.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the fair tanks. It was a disaster from start to finish. The reflecting pool crashes. The fountains, look at the fountains, dude. Dude, it is like, is this a water fountain or is this a Trump diaper? I can't tell. That is like a 50-50. It's 50-50 right there.
Washington, D.C. have now all turned brown.
Jesus.
As the White House looks like a literal junkyard. And now he is putting up tarp over the columns at the White House because he wants to make the columns into a Corinthian style. That's what this loser is doing all alone. Jesus. While he depletes our strategic petroleum reserves. He has scaffolding and tarp, the semi-transparent tarp.
You know what's crazy is look at this shit. Look at this. He has like a picture painted on the fucking tarp, guys. They took the time of painting the tarp to make it look like, did you see this? This is insane, guys. Look at this shit. He fucking has the tarp that he's hanging painted to make it look like the building is like not all fucked up. What in the actual fuck, bro? That is so crazy. And the Republican Party, Shelley! So I was very into speed in my 20s. Okay? I'm not proud of it, but I went through a heavy duty crystal meth phase in my 20s. And I'll tell you why, guys. Okay, we're going to take just a momentary sidebar that's going to tie back to this whole situation. So in my 20s, I became a speed user for one reason only. I quit college to play guitar, to start a band. I didn't know how to play an instrument. There was no way I was going to dedicate the type of time and focus it would have taken to learn an instrument. But what I discovered is when I did speed, I would just play guitar for days without moving. So I was like, fuck it. I want to learn how to be a guitarist. I want to start a band. I am going to just become a drug addict, and I'm going to use the speed to become a guitar player. And that's what I did. I kind of sold my soul to the drug because it made me want to play guitar all the time. And so I could just hone in. And I did learn how to play guitar that way. It fucking ravaged my body and my mind. But the reason why I bring this up is during those days, I knew a lot of like hardcore tweakers, okay? People that were using speed regularly for like years, but they didn't have an art. They didn't have a guitar playing or painting or something like that. So you know how they spent that energy, guys? They like destroyed their house, okay? They pack ratted shit, and they gathered shit that they would never use or never need, but they thought maybe they might need someday, and they became like hoarders. And then they started like trying to fix the wiring in their house, and they fucked it all up. They would try to add a room on, and they would never finish it. And so you go to their house, and there's like holes in the wall and wires hanging out and trash piled everywhere. And the thing just looks like shit because they had no outlet, and they were just tearing apart their place of, you know, where they lived. And guys, okay, what I want to tell you is that's what the White House looks like now. Okay? That's what the White House looks like, guys. It is like, if you look at the White House, if you look at Trump, it just looks all fucked up. It's like a bunch of shit got torn down. They haven't finished anything. It's half finished. There's shit piled everywhere. The grass is ruined. The grounds are ruined. Everything is gutted. And we all think he's like piling up on the Adderall. I think the house, it's like a tweaker house, dude. The White House, if you look at it now, guys, it absolutely looks like a tweaker's house, dude. Look at this shit. You look at it, that's actually after, let's find one after the fucking, right? There's all this shit torn down. Let's find it after UFC, right? I mean, look at this. Dude, the grass is gutted. The whole side is gutted. This thing is a disaster. It is just an absolute fucking disaster, boss. Everything is like unfinished. Oh, here's a good one. Dude, what the fuck, bro? But now all of this is trash. Okay, this was before the UFC, so now all this grass is gone, and there's shit piled up from the UFC thing. It is just a fucking shithole, boss. Total tweaker house. I wish we could get on the grounds and film it. Bro, what is he doing, boss? Oh, there we go. There it is. I mean, look at that, dude. Dude. Now they're like building a helipad. And the thing is just a wreckage. A wreckage, boss. The reflecting pool is green. All the fountains are diaper shit brown. And we are just wrecked. Okay? Now, somebody was talking about the stream. That's definitely on your end. Like, the stream has not dropped any frames, and we are strong and going heavy. So if you're having an issue with the stream, maybe turn your bit rate down or something. Maybe your local server is being weird. But stream is good. Stream is solid. I'm sorry it's cutting out for you. But, dude, it is an absolute tweaker house. Just tweak central. Tweak central, guys. Oh, he's making it just like him, guys. I have never seen this guy look so bad, dude. Let's zoom in, guys. You ready? Let's go in for the Trump experience. Look at him. Oh, whoops. Dude, he's like, yikes. 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 Not well, guys. All right, they have drained. Let's see if there's anything else to get here on the Trump thing. We've seen the image. He looks like hell, dude. Oh, that he is really melting down, guys. He is. He is. We're about to hit, like, he's about to hit rock bottom, right? Right? He is about to hit rock fucking bottom, dude. 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 Right? 46 days ago, he was last having a physical and a cognitive, boss. Bro. Dude, look at this. Look at this. I requested another cognitive. Dude. Just finished a perfect physical. Donald Trump is the first president to have a physical every 45 days, guys. Every 45 days, we have a physical. Dude, that is insane, right? That is insane. Unfucking believable. All right, you ready? We are going to move on, though. As much as I would love to stay and watch all of Trump's melting down, we are going to move on. Dude. Meanwhile, he's restarting wars. I know he's restarting wars, and everything he's doing is like crashing out. But guys, I do want to take a minute here. I want to look at this 𝗏𝗏 thing. This shit is really hard. I don't know if you saw the video here from 𝗏𝗏, but he went to Israel, and he was trying to see Palestine, okay? And trying to see some of the occupied territory there. And I think what's really interesting about this is the way he processes it. I think he says something that's really important about the region and about our funding and about what is going on in, with the IDF and Netanyahu and Israel. And obviously this is really important. Not even forget about like the AIPAC and the war money and all that, which is its own thing. But this is important because we're getting drawn into endless, right? We're getting drawn into endless fucking conflict in the Middle East, okay? We're getting drawn into endless conflict. Hold on one sec. Dude, what the fuck, bro? There's no way, dude. Yeah. All right, we're going to pause. What is going on? This is a breaking news, dude. What the hell, boss? Like, hold the phone here. Dude, I don't know if they hacked it, okay? It is possible that this is hacked because it is, or it's true. We don't know exactly what we're witnessing here. Hold on one sec. I'm updating the title. It is from his government account, guys. It is from the government account. Okay? And it was issued 13 minutes ago. Statement from the office of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham. It says the office of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham released the following statement on the evening of Saturday, July 11th. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Senator Graham's family appreciates prayers at this time and asks for privacy during this incredibly difficult period. Now, has Midas reported on this? Have we seen? I saw Pop Base post about it, but I don't see anyone else posting about it. Okay, it is possible that there was a hacking here. But we have some people that are saying he has died, and a lot of people are now spreading this across the internet. B&O News has reported it. I have not seen it yet from anybody reputable, right? It's just like online reporting. So let's see if we can fucking zoom in on something like... That would be insane. So this is not being reported on yet. I'm sure people are trying to I'm sure people right now are trying to verify this because everybody's seeing it. Dude, that would be crazy. It's on his official Instagram account. Yeah, but if he was hacked, it would be on all of the accounts. I'm waiting for a reputable news outlet like AP or 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍 to report on this. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's look at Associated Press. Because again, guys, a lot of this online shit could be wrong. There's nothing on AP yet. Check Jerusalem Post for Lindsey Graham. Yeah, I'm going to wait on not the Jerusalem Post. I'm going to wait until we actually have something reputable. Not that the Jerusalem Post is not reputable, but it's like a rag. It is not like the de facto standard. And again, though, guys, the thing about this is the verification. If somebody hacked all his accounts, right? If somebody hacked all his accounts, they would post it everywhere. But here's the thing. The fact that it's showing up on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook, but they haven't called any news outlets, that is what's making it weird, guys. Okay? That is what's making it weird, because I feel like if it was legitimate, his team would call the New York Times and report it. They would call the AP and report it. And so I think at this point, it's possible that this is a hack. But I'm not going to hold like solid on that. All right. See, Yashar Ali says not a joke. All right. So this is the first reporter actually reporting on this. Okay. It's a developing story. He says not a joke, but again, he's reporting from the official account. I don't believe anyone has gotten confirmation yet. There's no way, though, dude. There's no way. That is crazy. Yeah, I just talked to him for like 20 minutes, guys. And he was talking about his prostate. He seemed healthy, and 71 isn't that old. Yeah, I know that's true. But the thing about this, though, guys, is if it hits, like, you can die fast. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Somebody said Washington Post. It's not being reported yet. I feel like this would be like at the very top. Dude, what is going on, bro? Dude, yeah, Scott Jennings. Hey, guys, even CNN knows Scott Jennings is lying. So Lindsey Graham is trending. But again, it looks like his communications director, we're fucking seeing this. But again, we're not seeing it confirmed on any major outlets. Yeah, well, you can't trust the internet, guys. Anybody can modify a Wikipedia page, guys. When I see it on MeidasTouch or the Associated Press, I will fucking believe it. Okay? As soon as I see it on Midas or the Associated Press, because I'm sure right now they're trying to get phone confirmation. They need to talk to somebody, right, in person. But for me, I'm not calling it. But see, again, though, they're going, his office said in a statement released. So this is the Twitter statement, guys. Okay? So I have not, again, this is not solid reporting. This is reporting off that Twitter statement. But I'm waiting for some confirmation. Like, I'm waiting for AP. That is some reporter who did a blurb, right? I'm waiting for somebody that spoke to someone on the phone and confirmed it. Okay? Because this guy has not said, right? They said his office said in a statement, and then this is the tweet. Okay? This is the tweet that was released. But there's no confirmation. It says it's a developing story. They have not confirmed it. This guy is only reporting on the tweet. That is still unconfirmed, guys. That is crazy. And nothing from Midas, which is weird. Because, and nothing reported from Rupar. Let's check the Associated Press. Still nothing from the AP. See, this is, I mean, we'll see. I still think it might be a hack, guys. Okay, because I can't believe that something's been live for 30 minutes and it's not confirmed yet. Dude, Miranda, let's go. How can Mitch not go before Lindsey? Like, it's midnight on a Saturday. Yeah, but I don't think it would take that long. Like, MeidasTouch should be able to call Lindsey Graham's chief of staff. Okay, it's 2:25 in the morning. It would be easy for somebody to call Lindsey Graham's like communications director. They all have the number. Okay. I mean, this is a tweet here, but right. But they're doing this verbatim and nobody has confirmed it yet. There is a fucking headline here up at the top of the Washington Post. That's bold. They said his office confirmed. I'm still waiting to see fucking. Yeah, it is not confirmed yet, guys. The Washington Post is running a breaking tab. But hold on, let me clear out some of this shit. And it's trending on Twitter, but again, that doesn't mean anything. See, there you have the right-wing news outlets are posting about it. Okay, but like the only person I've seen that is not right-wing is Yashar Ali. Okay, Bloomberg. Oh shit, dude. All right. No fucking way, bro. Dude, I mean, dude, if Bloomberg's running it, why is MeidasTouch not running this, guys? Why? How are they not running it? Are they all fucking drunk? What are they doing? Drop site? Again, though, guys, I want to see somebody who drops a name from his office, because all these people are doing is reporting the tweet. Okay? Right? They're doing the fucking, they're quoting the tweet his office announced, but nobody has said we've actually spoken to someone. Okay? That's the thing. I need somebody who says we spoke to so and so, right? I mean, I'll believe it. There's room in the pine box. But it is unusual that people are not reporting it. Let's see if ABC reported it. ABC News has not reported it. Okay? CNN. CNN has not reported it. CBS. Has not reported it. NBC has not reported it. I think their AI crawlers are. Yeah, the people who are reporting it are saying developing story. No, it's not on NBC's Twitter, right? Again, they have like AI. They have like AI shit. But so we still don't know. Al Jazeera is reporting it. Still, though, see what's hard about this is they could, the New York Post, dude, give me a fucking break, bro. Dude, the New York Post said Lindsey Graham died on a spaceship, right? This is wild for the Washington Post to actually have a fucking banner like that. And they're saying breaking news. This is the same thing, but this guy has not updated yet. Okay? This is still that same thing. So the Post is going all in on this, but I'm still waiting for one of the major news outlets to confirm that they have spoken to somebody. I still think this is a hack, guys. All right, Reuters now has published it. That is a start. But see, again, look, they're doing it based on the communications director saying in a post on X. Okay? So they're like, you know, everybody's going based on that post. Dude, if he's really dead, that's crazy. If he is really dead, that's crazy. If he's not dead, and this is a hack of his accounts, that's even crazier, dude. Have Lindsey give Mitch a 20-minute call? Let's go. Dude, this is wild, guys. We're still waiting on confirmation. Let me see if I can find a live news. Live news. I have NBC Live News on off screen here, and they're not covering it. So this is what's hard, guys. It's only 2:30 in the morning there, which is certainly not the end. Everybody is responding to this via updates using the tweet. But again, NBC News that is live right now is not they have not cut in with a breaking news story. Let me go in and see. We are still trying to get confirmation from somebody who has actually spoken to someone in Lindsey's office. There's nothing up on Midas Touch. I'm sure everyone is trying to cover this right now. Let me look and... Dude, this is nuts, guys.
This is the perfect spot for
Hold on.
forecasting weather. We see everything with all of the...
Let me see here. There we go. I'm putting a live news on off to the side. I know Reuters says it, but again, guys, they're all reporting from the tweet. Okay? They're all reporting. Everybody thus far that has reported it has said it's a statement. I already updated my title, boss. Yeah, a long time ago. But so here's what we know. What we know is that Lindsey Graham's office, all right, his government account posted this, that the office of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham released the following statement saying on the evening of Saturday, July 11th, Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Now, there are a lot of news sites that are running this, that are saying the communications director announced this on X. But I have yet to see any news outlets say we've spoken to somebody in his camp. Okay? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody who is actually spoken and confirmed. I do have a live news illness. See, again, this is the NBC News one. This link right here. Graham had just returned from Kiev, Ukraine. So his office said in a statement, all right, this is the statement. It says emergency personnel responded for a call for cardiac arrest at Graham's Capitol Hill home, according to a police scanner. Oh, shit, dude. There we go. That is actually, yeah, that is the first confirmation. But it's weird, though, guys. It's weird that it is a call for a cardiac arrest. It's like the same thing as Mitch, which is like, again, oh, dude, that's fucking crazy. Is Lindsey Graham really dead? That is nuts. It's weird though, because I have live news. I have live news posted, and none of the live news programs are breaking with this, guys. Which, doesn't that seem weird? Why are none of the live news programs? I'm looking through live news right now on my YouTube TV, and none of the live news stations are breaking in with this story, which seems like weird. Okay, a U.S. senator dying is like out of the blue, is a huge fucking news story. Has Fox announced it? Dude, this is insane, guys. What the fuck is going on? I mean, you know, I'm thinking he's dead. I'm not understanding why none of the major news networks are covering this, though. That's the thing that is really crazy. I mean, NBC, this NBC story is the first thing I've seen that right? Photographs reviewed by NBC News, but like, all right. I mean, but it's crazy that this story is like the same fucking story. Let me see here.
To figure out more information after a statement was released on Senator Lindsey Graham's social media platform on X, saying that the senator has passed away at the age of 71 due to a brief and sudden illness. Now, when we worked to get some more information, I was reading off some of this reporting courtesy of the Associated Press that I mentioned was just posted yesterday. I mean, Senator Graham was really working over the last several days at the forefront of several of these foreign policy issues. Most recently meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
Dude, is he really dead?
Where he
That's so crazy.
About efforts moving forward to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. He had said in that meeting and during those talks that, quote, the road to ending this war, the road to peace, passes through Beijing more than it does through Washington, Kyiv, or Moscow, saying that China has an oversized influence and that he'd like to use their influence for the good of the world. That's what he told reporters there in Kyiv. He had also said, quote, I don't believe that Russian President Putin is there yet, but it wouldn't take much to get him there. And the sooner we can have a dialogue about peace, the quicker this war is over. So again, those were just some of the most recent comments we had from Senator Lindsey Graham as he visited with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky over in Kyiv, and trying to figure out how to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. While we wait for some more information to come down here on the passing of Senator Graham, I want to keep the focus on Ukraine because it was one of the most recent trips that he took. And all
right, so there again, they have not confirmed it yet either, okay? They're reporting the thing, yeah. No, they're all reporting based on that one statement, and we are still awaiting, right? I'm still awaiting an actual confirmed major news source, right? I mean, dude, Benny's reporting it. Everybody's reporting it, right? Dude, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, dude, what a left turn, though. Right? Think about that. Think about that, how that reshapes the Senate, guys. Think about how that reshapes the Senate and who's running. And, right, South Carolina already had their primary. There's going to be a special election. CNN is now reporting. Are they reporting with an anchor? Why is nobody tweeting about this? Right? How are they not tweeting about this? Dude, they're literally, I mean, I mean, granted, it is a Saturday night, dude. Everybody's out getting shitty. So either Lindsey Graham has died tonight, and that is an actual factual, like he's dead, or somebody has perpetrated one of the gnarliest fucking hoaxes ever, right? We either way, this is insane breaking news here, because either Lindsey Graham is dead and he actually died today, right? Or it is the biggest hoax, right? I at this point, I think he's dead, guys. I do. I believe he is dead. But I am curious why everybody is still responding to the statement. All right, here's his governor. Governor Henry McMaster released a statement saying, grieving him. That is fucking insane, guys. He dead, boss. No way, dude. In fucking insane, bro. Talk about completely out of left field, guys. Is it live on CNN? You see, all right, hold on. Yeah, there we go.
For many, many years.
And he just turned 71.
Dude.
June 9th, he won the South Carolina Republican primary.
How crazy is that?
Re-election for Senate. Nobody expected that he wasn't going to continue traveling, wasn't going to continue pushing the causes that are important to him. Although, as you mentioned, those priorities and those causes have certainly changed over time. Some have sort of wondered, what is Senator Lindsey Graham's center? Do you think we ever really knew that?
Dude, he was such
I think
warmonger.
One thing that you've seen over the years was that he clearly felt that an activist foreign policy and being a champion of the military and more military intervention is something that he's been talking about for decades, especially the Iran issue. And we've seen what's happened with that in the last few months as well. But that has been sort of the criticism of Lindsey Graham over the years, what you're talking about. But what he's also been very, very adept at as a political practitioner.
So crazy, guys.
Getting himself in a position of power and influence and kind of knowing where the winds were blowing.
Dude, let's
within
go.
The Republican
Rat
Party
in hell.
and heading there.
Let's go.
And in the process, giving himself an ability to survive politically, to win election after election, and to increase his seniority.
I'm going to mute that for the time being. So again, though, they're all saying it's a developing story, still being updated, right?
Seat. It's hard to imagine, a flipping of South Carolina, North Carolina in a bit of a different place. But it's a bit early to start talking about the political realities of what happens next, as we all, I think, are just in shock at the idea that Lindsey Graham has suddenly died, and also reflecting on a life of decades of public service.
And
we kicking it tonight, my friends. Let's go, make money.
President. What did he accomplish on that trip?
See, these guys are just, I want fucking details, boss. Okay? It is now looking like he's dead. Widespread reporting across all major newspapers, but oddly enough, there's nothing in Midas Touch yet, which is crazy. I'm really astonished that fucking Midas is not on this, right? I mean, it's 3 a.m, but they have 24-hour people. They're never asleep. These people fucking tweet all night long, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, news people never go to sleep, right? ABC News has announced, okay? So everybody, all the major news networks now have announced. ABC, I mean, he, like I said, Lindsey Graham is dead, or like the craziest fucking hoax you've ever seen on earth has been perpetrated. CBS is still not reporting. Dude, Paula wants a prayer. All right, someone goes out for the Lins. Dude, that is crazy. I want to hear, like, I'm waiting for more details. You know what I'm saying? I am waiting for I'm waiting for some secondary details about it, right? Because everybody is still reporting it based on the original statement and then saying it's a developing story, right? The trolls are flooding in. I'm sure they are. We're like packing up. We're here. Dude, this is crazy. Did you miss something? Is Midas our only source of facts? No, it's not about Midas being the only source of facts. Wow, thanks for reporting on this. I got you, Linda. You got to understand, guys, that AI is part of news now, okay? Which means when something gets reported, AI will spit out a story that quotes the article or quotes the statement and then says developing story. Now, I see a couple reporters like Yashar Ali and shit like that, but what I know with Midas is they do phone confirmation. Like Midas, if you see something on Midas, you know somebody there spoke to somebody and talked to a human being and confirmed it, and they're not just reporting off a tweet. Now, the thing is it seems like Lindsey Graham has died. It has reached several news articles, but so far nobody has elaborated. None of them on the live news or online have said we've spoken to a spokesperson from his office. Nobody, and that's really weird to me. Okay, that's really weird to me that everybody's reporting on this and talking about him being dead, but nobody's like saying we just got off the phone with his chief of staff, which is normally what would happen, which is why I'm being so reluctant to go all in on this, because I'm like, why do we not have that? The first thing that would happen is the late night news people the producer would be dialing Lindsey Graham's chief of staff and saying, hey, give us some more details. And that's like odd to me, right? That's odd to me. But I am forever a skeptic about wanting to get it right. But I mean, it sure looks like he's done gone, boss. Right? But it is interesting that CBS is not reporting it, but everybody else is reporting it, but they're all reporting. Dude, that's crazy. So what happens now is we would have to look at how South Carolina, how they process these, right? What happens now, it's Lindsey's seat and probably Mitch's. Somebody knows the rules, condemns, take the House. Well, these guys are senators, okay? So this isn't the House. This is in the Senate. Now with Mitch's seat being gone, if they don't do a special election by August 4th, there won't be a special election. And Mitch's seat will remain vacant until the election in November. Now with Lindsey Graham's, I don't know what South Carolina's law is. A vacant U.S. Senate seat would be filled through a gubernatorial appointment followed by a special election. So the governor would appoint somebody until January. Okay. But the South Carolina laws, he can do it from any political party, right? It does not require him. So, dude, the governor of South Carolina could nominate a Democratic senator. Oh my God. You know what he could do though? That would be weird. Dude, I hope, oh my God, please, McMaster, please do not fucking do Nancy Mace, bro. Dude, I know, no, everybody's going in on this now, right? That, like I said, I think he is fucking indeed fucking dead. I'm just a little surprised that some of these outlets are being so slow with this shit, right? CBS has not reported it yet either, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it is late, okay? Dude, let's go. Yeah, hit that like, drop that sub button, guys. All right, I'm gonna crack a Red Bull. Holy shit. Yeah, no, everybody's reporting it. I will feel completely at ease the minute we actually see one of his spokespersons, connected to this reporting, right? But everybody is reporting it. I think he's dead. I think he's actually dead. How crazy is that, guys? Nobody. But see, guys, this is just it. You see, this is just how everything can change just like that. And I mean, guys, he was like so Israel first. He was such a warmonger. He was one of Donald Trump's super crooked allies. And guys, is it possible that Lindsey Graham died before he ever got to live as an openly gay man? Like, to me, that feels like a tragedy, doesn't it? Doesn't that feel like a tragedy? That feels like a tragedy, guys. Yeah, they are. It is now everywhere. That is insane, guys.
Continuing to follow breaking news here at Live Now from Fox, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has died. That's according to a statement that was released on his social media platform on X. So take a look at this. So the statement says, at the office of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina releasing the following statement, quote, on the evening of Saturday, July 11th, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Senator Graham's family appreciates prayers at this time and asks for privacy during this incredibly difficult period. I want to bring up here some footage of the late senator. Now, this is a developing story at this time, so we're working to get some more information. It's just come down a few minutes ago. I want to read off some of this reporting courtesy of the Washington Post, who is also following this closely, saying that Graham, who was first elected to the House in 1994 and the Senate in 2002, was running for re-election this year. He had been a staunch ally of President Trump on most matters, but had broken with the president on some issues such as foreign policy. They are also quoting President Trump in something that he had to say.
See, again, they're just covering the whole Lindsey Graham-isms. But yeah, no, it is now widely reported across every news article, news outlet. There's still no official word from any of his spokespersons. There's a lot of people just talking about it and doing the, doing the whole, like, what Lindsey's been doing for the last year sort of spiel. It is being released as breaking news, though, across every news outlet. Governor McMaster has commented about it. See, other people are Carrie Lake, Did she block me? All I can say is this, though, guys. If Lindsey Graham is dead and Mitch McConnell, dude, we're fucking certain that Mitch McConnell is dead, even though they're hiding it. That is a significant, like, that means no more judicial appointments, basically, for the time being. Has Nancy Mace chimed in on this? Dude, it's bar time. Okay, dude, she's probably passed out, right? Dude, see, this is what's hard, guys, is a lot of these reporters, it is Saturday night, it's 2:30, it's 3 a.m., a lot of these guys are probably drunk as shit. Can you imagine if this was Trump news we were processing right now? It does look like Lindsey Graham is in fact dead, according to being reported across all major news outlets except for a couple. Everybody's waiting on details. Even the live news people right now, they're talking about Lindsey Graham, and they're, doing retrospectives on his work, but nobody yet has said that they've spoken with his chief of staff or his communications director or what have you. And see, guys, there is still something in me that is like feeling a little weird. And here's why, guys, because somebody posted this on his account. Somebody clicked send on this and they put it on all of their accounts. But like, why is their chief of staff not calling in to like the reporters that Lindsey talks to every day? That's what's so weird about this. I mean, I just want to know. I feel like I'm still living in this weird alternate reality where there's one statement that has been released across all of his socials and every news outlet is reporting on this statement, but nobody has spoken to the person who clicked send on this, right? I've not seen anybody yet say, all right, here, maybe not, maybe now. What do we got? All right.
Breaking news just coming into CNN, as we've been discussing. Absolutely stunning, shocking news out of Washington that longtime Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has passed away.
Yeah.
His office says he died on Saturday night after a brief and sudden illness. The statement says Graham's family is asking for privacy at this time. He represented the state of South Carolina in the U.S. Congress since 1995. And now we can bring back in Alex Michelson, who's the anchor of The Story Is, who's been taking us through
all right, here we go.
This for the last 30 minutes or so since the news has come in. The news is so fresh, Alex. We haven't heard any reaction from too many folks in Washington. Many of them may be asleep, although I'm sure certainly phones have been ringing off the hook.
Phones are ringing.
We're waiting to hear from President Trump, obviously a very close ally of Senator Lindsey Graham. And I know you mentioned about how this news is being received around the world and how Lindsey Graham is seen around the world. Obviously, the country where the most reaction is coming in right now would be Israel, because Lindsey Graham has been known for years.
Dude, he's a hawk.
As a very close friend and supporter of Israel. This is a post from President Isaac Herzog on X, saying, quote, "I am shocked and heartbroken to learn of the sudden passing of the great American patriot, a great friend of Israel, and my dear friend, Senator Lindsey Graham." Herzog called Graham a beacon of moral clarity and a true leader of the U.S.-Israel partnership. He said, "We will never forget how he stood by the people of Israel in our most difficult moments, and we will remain eternally grateful for his sense of justice, truth, and loyalty," he wrote. He also said, "The people of Israel mourn his loss," and he says, "I will miss my great friend very dearly." Obviously, to lose somebody with such influence in the United States Senate and such a good relationship, to be able to whisper in the ear of President Trump, especially at this time with everything happening with the conflict.
Dude, it's crazy.
It must be absolutely devastating for his friends in Israel, Alex.
Guys, you don't even understand how crazy this is, right? Because think about this. Lindsey Graham is perhaps the biggest Israel ally in all of the U.S. government. Okay, he is absolutely a warmonger. He is 100% behind war in the Middle East. Like the implications are huge because this is coming on the same day that Ro Khanna is reporting from Palestine about the IDF people. We're going to look at that in a little bit. We got a little derailed by Lindsey Graham dying, but them moving, like Israel losing an ally of this stature is like massive. This is like the type of thing that can, tilt, the power shift in an insane way, because Lindsey was like so diehard, like beyond diehard, and so I feel like his passing is going to change, our relationship to Middle East war in a crazy
senator from Arizona,
crazy way.
And Joe Lieberman, who was a senator from Connecticut. They called themselves the Three Amigos. They were known for being mavericks and sort of standing up to the Republican Party. Also known for being very big champions of military intervention. John
That is
McCain
insane.
Used to joke about bomb Iran.
Let's go,
Something
Miranda.
that they
Thank you.
all
Are they
had talked
announcing
about, this
Graham's
idea of
death to hide
potential military
McConnell's?
intervention
Maybe.
in Iran.
It's all part of the op,
Never
right?
Happened, and they never got a president who was willing
Dude,
to do that.
I mean,
Lindsey Graham himself ran for
as
president.
long
in
as
2016
we're
in
pine
that
boxing,
wide open primary when nobody
can we?
expected that Donald
Are you
Trump
taking
would become
requests?
the eventual nominee.
Yo, hello, whoever's pine boxing. Are you taking requests? Is this thing on? So if you're taking requests, I got somebody in a red tie that would look great in a box.
In the United States Senate has called him the greatest president of all
All right, we're gonna come back and check that out. We're waiting to get more details. I'm curious about the illness. I'm curious about what happened. So this is interesting. CBS News just posted 5 minutes ago on Twitter, but they have yet. CBS News is being reluctant here. Posting on this. ABC World News Tonight is also, it's a few hours ago, but so this could be a scheduled post actually about Pitbull. That probably is. So, dude, I want to see, like, I don't know, man. I feel like this is a big shakeup, guys. Okay? This is a big shakeup. A lot of these people are probably asleep. Okay? A lot of these individuals are most certainly, I'm sure, sleeping right now. Again, it is now spreading like wildfire. It does appear that, now you have other Congress people making statements. So this has got to be, dude, that's so crazy. Like, right? Yeah, no, I know maybe some people are being careful around this because of like the Mitch McConnell shit. Let's go. Dude, we're going. We are definitely going, boss. I'm trying to find some more information about this. We can get some details, find out what happened. It says, like I said, it's being reported that it was a short, sudden illness, brief, sudden illness. And there are some reports, okay? There were some reports in an NBC News article. This one, there were reports that sounded eerily similar to the Mitch McConnell one, saying emergency personnel responded to a call for cardiac arrest at Graham's Capitol Hill home on Saturday night, according to police scanner audio obtained by NBC News. Now, which is weird because that's identical as to what happened to Mitch McConnell. Which, when I read that, I was like, dude, did the same shit happen? Or was this an AI troll that's like mixing multiple things together? But everybody is posting this and reporting on it. NBC is saying they've reviewed photographs of the paramedics. But I am still a little baffled why some people aren't reporting. Some news outlets are running it as the very top fucking story. And, you know, so, dude, it's still, guys, there's something about it. I still feels weird to me. And I'm not sure if it's the way we've been interacting with AI and stuff that now I am like triple and quadruple check shit. But it does feel weird to me that we've not had anyone. I mean, it is sudden. So I think a sudden death like that is never going to, like, you know, it's going to be hard to process. But I think what's hard is the timing of it and people not having any details and people, you know, should we ask Grok? All right, let's see. Let's do a quick Grok check. But see, I don't trust AI, though. That's the thing, dude. It says it's not an online hoax, but it's also, though, just saying everybody, right? But Grok says this one is not fake. Yeah, no, I don't trust AI because AI just aggregates everything. And because of the, you know, because of the midnight, guys, because of the midnight, you know, 3 a.m. in Washington, D.C., you got to remember, all of these news sites use AI trawlers. So what happens is if a news story hits enough outlets, the other news stories will write up a thing using AI. And so we could very well be reading like 100 AI stories. You're saying Bloomberg verified it? All right, let's go look at Bloomberg and see how they verified it. What a fucking craziness. So hold on one sec here. Dude. All right. Here's what we got. See here. Bloomberg is paywalled. I'm not able to get a non-fucking paywalled option here. That is crazy. What a fucking change, though, guys. What a power shift. Did he shrivel up and evaporate? May money, we don't know, right? We have not gotten any confirmation yet on what the illness was. There were some details in this NBC report, but that talks about emergency personnel responding to cardiac arrest. But it's weird, though, because this feels like an AI write-up that could be confusing details of Mitch McConnell with Lindsey Graham. And I have not seen that widely reported. But my God, Congress people are making statements. The governor made a statement. I feel like Governor McMaster wouldn't be making a statement if he hadn't talked to somebody from Lindsey's office, right? Would the governor of South Carolina just put a statement out on Twitter based on a tweet? That seems to me pretty weird. And he was on this pretty fast, which is, I don't know, something about it just feels wacky though still. Dude, Matt Digo, let's go to you, punk. And my last son's grad party is over and I'm hanging out with y'all. Let's go. That's so cool. Your son graduated from high school or graduated from college? Dude, we love it. Thank you, boss. Tig old biddies. Let's go. Tig old biddies. Yeah, we have not gotten confirmation. High school, that's nice. Dude, my son graduated from high school a couple of years ago. It was huge. If you guys are just joining up, it does look like Lindsey Graham has died at 71 years old. Per a statement released on all of his socials, he passed away from a brief and sudden illness, and they're asking for calm. Most every news report is releasing some type of reporting based around this statement. I have not seen anyone yet say that they have spoken to people of his staff or his communications director, etc. I have not personally seen that yet. We're still waiting on somebody. They're still talking about this statement.
The Senate is in kind of a state of flux. They've been in, they were on recess these last 2 weeks, but now, or last week and a half. But it also comes when Senator McConnell has been having health issues. So Republicans really might be down to 51 seats.
Yeah.
And also, I think what I would say is,
guys, this is crazy though, because if this could be slowing down the judicial nominations for sure. They're not going to have enough seats to pass any sort of legislation. That much I can fucking guarantee you, right? That Trump's agenda is pretty dead, pretty deadening at the moment, guys. This is insane though. I mean, how crazy is it that, right? How crazy is it that just like that? I mean, guys, we've talked a lot about the age of senators, right? We've talked at great length about how these guys are in their 70s, they're in their 80s, they're way too old. So this type of thing can literally happen. Like half of our Senate, this could happen to potentially at any given time, guys. The average age of the Senate is 67. So something like this cropping up, it could literally happen at any given moment. But so now they are down to 52 senators, okay? Because of the McConnell thing, they have 52 seats, guys. Which means that, like, Trump's agenda, the whole canceling the filibuster and the SAVE Act, that shit is no longer going to be a thing. Two senators gone, just like that. Yes. Let's see if we can find, hold on one sec. Let me pull this up.
to unseat Maine's Republican Senator Susan Collins, which could help deter.
All right. Trying to find some good information about, like, what happened. That is absolutely, there is some reports here of a possible heart attack, cardiac arrest. Just crazy, guys. Absolutely fucking bonkers. McConnell called 20-minute convo. Lindsey is in fact dead. It is confirmed. Mitch McConnell called in and said, yes, Lindsey is dead. McConnell has confirmed it. I am trolling for other live news programs, trying to find more information on this.
What's the status?
By the way, I will tell you, though, he's going to tell you that he wants it.
They're just playing a lot of things. Dude, guys, this is bonkers. This is bonkers. I mean, Lindsey Graham was one of the staunchest Trump allies, guys. Okay? He is one of the biggest Trump allies, literally hands down, in the Senate. Most of the Senate is lukewarm on Trump. Okay, they are. Obviously, you see Thune, he's not been playing ball because he's not up for re-election until after Trump. You've seen Murkowski and Susan Collins pretending like they're trying to do shit. I mean, aside from Katie Britt, Lindsey Graham is probably Trump's staunchest ally. Now, the difference is Katie Britt has no real political clout in Washington. Like, she's a clinger, if anything, right? Lindsey has, he is one of the ensconced sort of pine box term limits. Let's go. Dude, Lindsey is ensconced. He really is. Like, Lindsey Graham is about as deeply embedded into the senatorial establishment as you can, right? Suddenly, illness and death is really suspect. Well, it appears nature's addressing term limit and age limits for us. Yeah, Kareem. I mean, he did just return from Ukraine, didn't he? He literally just came back from Ukraine, didn't he? Which is pretty weird. But so it looks like this. The vacancy must be filled in a special primary. All right. The filing period opens the second Tuesday after the death. All right. Then the special primary election must be conducted on the second Tuesday immediately following the close of the filing period. Dude, why do I feel like, Nancy Mace is going to run for this, guys? I'm telling you right now, I bet you anything Nancy Mace runs for this seat. Dude, she's going to run for it. She is going to run for this seat. Oh my God, please no. Please. If the universe makes me have to deal with Nancy Mace in a Senate seat, I will pound my nuts with a hammer, boss. I'm serious. I will pound my nuts with a hammer. Now, speaking of conspiracies, guys, is looking at Nick Sortor. They already started it, guys. Okay, the conspiracies have already started. Look at Nick Sortor. He says, breaking, Lindsey Graham dead at 71 hours after returning from Ukraine. Look at it. Dude, he led with it. Okay, look at this. This is like the right wing are going to be like 4channing. They're going to be like 4channing, bro. Dude, he led with it hours after returning from Ukraine. Senator Graham passed after a brief and sudden illness called hemlock. Coincidentally, a similar 9/11 call related to cardiac arrest was made just weeks ago as well. He has not been seen in public since. Okay? So he's already, the right wingers are running with the conspiracy thread as they always do. There's the official statement. I'm going to put that over there. We are monitoring this situation. And it does look like So I guess the governor will not add somebody. The governor will not be. And I mean, this is, Lindsey hanging out to Grassley. How is Grassley still alive? Can somebody check on that for me? Hold on.
Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. His office posted about an hour ago to social media saying that he had passed from a brief and sudden illness. We'll be right back.
All right. So Fox is still hovering around this. Dude, people are going to wake up. People are going to wake up at fucking... Guys, they're going to be waking up in about an hour, right? Did Trump post on Truth? No way, bro. There he is. Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators I've ever known, is dead. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, what is this tweet? Dude, what is this tweet? Look at this tweet. Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators I've ever known, is dead. He was always working and was a true American patriot. Lindsey will be greatly missed. Details and arrangements to follow. So sad. I mean, guys, I'm not sad. Okay? I am not broken up by this news. Okay? I'm thinking now we have the GOP just went from 53 in the Senate to 52. Okay. And, that's with not even counting, the disappearance of Mitch McConnell. By the way, guys, can I show you? Did you notice what CNN did, guys? This is important about the McConnell thing. You have to look at this because they did this yesterday. Look at what CNN did. They issued a statement about Scott Jennings. Okay. The network said, as a CNN political commentator, Scott Jennings is not a full-time employee or journalist for the network. His account of a personal conversation with Senator McConnell reflects his experience and is not CNN reporting. This is important, guys, because they are basically saying they believe he's lying. Okay? CNN is. They issued a statement distancing themselves. So if Scott Jennings, when we find out he lied about that conversation, they're not going to be able to sue CNN. Okay? And this is a huge statement. Huge. Like just a wrecking ball. Yeah, about his 17-minute call because we know he's making it up. We know he is making it up, guys. It is just without a doubt. So it looks like Fox is reporting on
Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators
on the Trump
I've ever
tweet
known, is dead. He was always working and was a true American patriot. Lindsey will be greatly missed. Details and arrangements to follow.
Is Lindsey dead or is he in the ballroom?
Lindsey Graham actually most recently met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky just a couple of days ago. We have footage from that meeting. It really just goes to show.
Yeah, I mean, guys, that's just it. What DL just said. We do have a little bit of a problem because the other day CNN had featured Rep. Jack Kimball from California's 54th district, right? They put a parody account on their fucking group chat show. So, these news outlets are far from accurate, okay? They don't always double and triple check their information. I mean, there's 52 districts in California, and they had the fine Representative Jack Kimball from California's 54th congressional district on their fucking, dude, they did. This right here, boss. They literally featured Jack Kimball about his conversation with Mitch McConnell. CNN did, but Jack Kimball, that's a parody account. Bro, CNN actually were discussing this with a group of pundits. So the Israeli president has responded. I mean, the Israeli president, dude, Israel's in trouble now, guys. The jettisoning of Israeli money may well be happening a lot sooner than people would think. That's crazy. But the right-wingers are already starting with the conspiracy theories that he just came back from Ukraine. These are supposedly photos from, right? I don't know if these are accurate. See, it's so hard, guys, because we don't know. We don't know. Yeah. I mean, dude, they're not going to be there. No more judges are going to get confirmed, guys. That's what's crazy. What sudden illness causes cardiac arrest? I don't know. But the cardiac arrest reporting, though, Bradshaw, could be an error. That NBC story may be an AI trawler that just is gathering details about a senator's illness, and it may have cobbled some details about Mitch McConnell in with the story of Lindsey Graham. Those types of things happen. There are a lot of AI like things that are now in newsrooms. They don't have late night reporters anymore. So I'm not solid on the cardiac arrest thing yet, because when I read those, they were so specific to Mitch McConnell. It made me think that an AI aggregator may have grabbed some information and just thrown together a story that's using details from McConnell as well. Okay. And you know, somebody did say he could have been sick though for longer, that we don't know, right? He could have been sick for a while. I mean, we don't really know. I do know, guys, if you look at Lindsey Graham, he was looking bloated, guys. Okay? Look at this. The last time we saw Lindsey Graham, right? He had been looking a little bloated. I think he was on Laura Ingraham, right? He didn't look that well. I mean, it's going to be hard to find now because everything is fucking from today. But he was looking like pretty bad. Okay? This is the same shit. So 𝗙𝗍 is now reporting this too. So this is crazy. But the last time I saw him, guys, he did not look good. He did not. Let me see if I can find a recent photo of Lindsey Graham. I thought he was like struggling with alcoholism or something. He was not looking great. Let me find a recent photo of him. Dude, that's so crazy, guys. It is pretty crazy. I saw him, I think, on Laura Ingraham not too long ago, and he looked a little alcohol soaked. I thought he was experiencing some of that late stage alcoholism grind. He did not look well at all. But unreal. Is there a video from yesterday? This is a photo from earlier today. Yeah, no, this one I saw that. This one he doesn't look that bad in this one. He looks, I mean, dude, look at him. Who gets that excited about like a drone, bro? Like a drone missile? But yeah, dude, I mean, look at this image right here, right? He looked pretty haggard sometimes when you'd see him lately. He looked puffy and like red. Crazy, dude. This is absolutely batshit. Because guys, the ramifications here. Think about this, okay? They have 53 senators. 53. And then you have a tie break with J.D. Vance, okay? But they have 53 senators, and they have had trouble passing things because of Murkowski, because of Susan Collins, because a lot of these people on the right can't agree. But like now with Mitch McConnell in this sort of whatever limbo, nobody knows where he is. I mean, we all think he's dead, and it sure seems like he's dead. But because they're not replacing him with a special election, that is just vacant, okay? Which means now Lindsey, now they have 52 with McConnell being gone, but now with Graham out, now they have 51, which now, you know, some of the people can stop Trump's judicial appointments. So this could grind the Senate to a halt, right? If somebody wanted to be a schmo, and right, if a couple of these senators really wanted to zoink Trump's agenda, and now they can just grind it to a halt. Yeah, the SAVE Act or the filibuster shit, like now there's zero chance of that. Like less than zero. Yeah, I mean, shall we look at the South Carolina polls? Because I think they're going to have a special election now. Okay, so let's see what the South Carolina. So here's the primary that just happened. I mean, dude, he won by a landslide. Okay. Now, this is solidly Republican. So, you know, if you look at the votes, like here's the problem, guys. Even in the primary, 465, right? 367. The problem is there are not enough votes. There are not enough blue votes in South Carolina for a Democrat to win. Okay. Right. But here's, you know, there's just not. I mean, so many voters are disenfranchised. There should be enough voters. So I still don't think she has any chance of winning. But, you know, it does seem like they're going to have to put together a special election. And then in the interim, I'm a little fuzzy about the governor appointing someone because I've seen it, you know, without knowing the interlockings, I've seen people mention it both ways. Okay, I've seen it say that the governor can't appoint someone until the special election, and then I've seen it like elsewhere where it made it seem like they couldn't. So I don't know. And of course, the AI information I'm getting is like not reliable. Fuck all Republicans is a good philosophy to have, dude. Dude, this shit is batshit, guys. Yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with the Senate's rules. It's the state's rules. But it's weird though, because sometimes they have like, you know, sometimes it's in their constitution, other times they have laws and shit. I think normally, what will happen is there will be a special election, and then the governor will appoint somebody that would go until January, when the winner of the special election would then take office, right? Because at this point, I think the election would happen in November because of proximity, but I don't know. States have a lot of little nuances about that. But it does appear to be true that Lindsey Graham is in fact dead at 71. He died suddenly last night sometime, and he had a brief and sudden illness, they said. Crazy. But again, one of the biggest Israel allies in all of Congress is now deceased. Donald Trump, arguably by a long shot, Donald Trump's biggest ally and protector in the Senate is now gone. And it looks like until they get somebody appointed, Trump is now down to 51 seats in the Senate, which means, you know, Murkowski and Susan Collins can now derail the entire right-wing agenda. Whether that's good news or bad news, like, right? Or, you know, Fetterman could team up with somebody, since he's often, although he's basically a Republican. So maybe they have 52, actually, if we're counting Fetterman. This is crazy, guys.
That Senator Lindsey Graham from the state of South Carolina has died at the age of 71. His staff said in a brief statement posted to social media just late tonight that the senator suffered from
We did break the story here, guys.
Passed away. This was unexpected.
A longtime member of Congress, first elected to the House of Representatives in 1992. He has served as South Carolina's senator since 2003, elected to the Senate in 2002.
Crazy.
Nearly full terms in the Senate, but 71-year-old Lindsey Graham, who was once a very strong critic of then candidate Donald Trump, has become one of his staunchest allies in the Senate of President Trump, and has backed him both terms that President Trump has served in the Oval Office.
Insane,
guys.
so we're just learning this information tonight, that late tonight, Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina died at the age of 71. What this means now heading into the midterm elections will all be determined in the next several days. We've still not heard from the White House tonight. This is just information that is coming in the last few minutes.
We did hear from Trump.
Frequent guest on Sunday.
This was an hour ago, though, too.
We'll hear much reaction in the next few hours.
And control of the Senate is a big question heading into these midterm elections. The state of South Carolina, if they need to fill a seat in the Senate, is appointed by the governor, Republican Henry McMaster. We will figure those things out.
See, here's what's interesting, though, guys. Now, I know this isn't going to happen, but are you ready for this? The one thing I do know about the South Carolina governor, because now they're saying that it is, in fact, he can appoint one while they await the election. They're not bound by party, which means the governor of South Carolina could appoint a Democratic senator. He could. But, I mean, he's not going to, but he could. Dude, wouldn't that be insane? Oh, my God. Yeah, no. Now, who are they going to appoint, though? Please. Dude, it better not be fucking Nancy Mace, bro. You know, I don't think it's going to be Nancy Mace. McMaster, like Nancy Mace was talking shit about McMaster So dude, it's not going to be Nancy Mace. I think Nancy Mace is going to run for it, though. I'm telling you right now, she's going to run. I'll bet anything she runs for that Senate seat because she ran for governor and she got clipped and she is out of Congress. Her term is up. She's done. So I think she's going to run, if for no other reason, to be able to raise money, right? It's going to be a fundraising thing. She's going to run just so she can raise money and have more money to, like, right? All her travel and shit is comp to the campaign. You know, she is. She's desperate to stay relevant. And by fundraising, she can just traipse around South Carolina and do events and shit on the dime of her campaign, okay? While getting hammered every single night, man. You know, I would not be surprised. She's going to be frothing at the mouth. I think she's passed out right now, though. So we have not seen, oh shit. No, that's April. Dude, is that digitally enhanced or what? What's going on, Nancy? She is batshit, dude. But yeah, I believe she is passed out somewhere in the parking lot of a fucking Waffle House, dude. In the back of, right? She is passed out in the back of a Subaru Outback somewhere in a Waffle House parking lot. I hate to say it, but would. Dude, don't kill me. Don't hate me. Would. Dude. Would. Oh, shit. Let's go. Oh. So, dude, Lindsey Graham is dead. There's no way, bro. All the Israeli accounts, though, are freaking out, dude. Right? Look at this, dude. In a recent meeting, Lindsey is a great friend of Israel. Yeah. Dude, this is crazy. Okay? Because, guys, I'm telling you, Israel, Netanyahu, they're pulling shit. Okay? In the post-Charlie Kirk world, they've been pulling shit with Erica Kirk, with 𝗙PUSA. Did you see what they did with 𝗙𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏? Can I show you this, guys? Look at this shit. Okay, 𝗙𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏, the fucking hammer to the face guy, the OD guy, the guy who ODs in camera in front of people. Look at what they did with 𝗙𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏. Look at this shit. Okay, you ready? Watch this, guys.
My friend from J-Trip gave me this beautiful necklace. Wow. And I don't really wear necklaces, so I think it would be beautiful for you to have it. Sure. So it's an OpenAI logo. You know OpenAI logo? Yeah. And you got a Star of David inside of it. Oh, I think it's a pretty cool necklace. Show the camera, guys. Let's try it. Look at this. Look at this.
So ChatGPT?
Yeah, basically ChatGPT.
So, dude, this guy, 𝗙𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏, was in Miami with Andrew Tate and Sneeko and Nick Fuentes. Remember, they were singing to Heil Hitler, right, at the Miami club, doing their shit, all these geeks. Now, what's crazy about this is everybody in the Israeli lobby and all of the Netanyahu sort of adjacent Israeli influencers were shitting on 𝗙𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏. How dare they, these guys, how disrespectful with the Heil Hitler and the Kanye West shit, right? But then out of the blue, this kid is in Israel. And this guy is some influencer that's giving him a Star of David with the OpenAI logo. Like, what the fuck is that? But, like, guys, I'm telling you right now that they have taken such a beating with the young people because of Palestine and because of Gaza that Israel is actively recruiting influencers, like paying them for tweets or flying, like trying to hook up with them in Israel. They are like, he's in Israel. Yeah, he's in Israel partying and hanging out with like IDF people and shit like that. And they are actively like trying to reach out to youth influencers, and whether they're paying them for social media posts or trying to hook up with them in Israel, trying to like rebuild the Israeli, goodwill, because they've lost all of their goodwill because of Gaza and because of the repeated warring and shit. It is fucked up. But this guy, look at this guy. He's so messed up. Dude, he is so drugged out. He is so unhealthy. And just so, like, I feel so bad for kids right now. You know what I'm saying? That these are the influencers they have to look up to, right? It's crazy, dude. Hassan posted it about 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, anything in Israel or relating to Israel is going to be political, but the women in Tel Aviv are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, like...
Yeah, I mean, for you, that's like, it makes sense, yeah.
Bro, I was kicking it with this girl who was a soldier in the IDF. Hot as fuck.
Dude, what a fucking idiot, bro. Dude, this guy is like 79% Benny Johnson. Who are we kidding?
Like, that was sick. And like, it's really just me traveling to a different place, like having a good time. It's nothing political about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh.
And fairly straightforward PR operation for, yes, it is, dude. Right? It is. They are scraping, guys. Okay? They're the people hosting this are former IDF. Well, yeah, that's just it though, Midnight. Like in Israel, everyone is IDF. Okay? You have to serve. It is like a commitment. So I mean, the same way that this is what they used to do in the South, guys. In the South, they would make people work the slave patrols. Okay, the plantation owners made everybody volunteer in the slave patrols, even if you didn't own slaves. Okay, you had to volunteer. You were conscripted into the fucking slavery, even if you didn't believe in it. And that is a technique to sort of like enforce that everybody is guilty of the activities of the whole, right? And they do that shit with the IDF, where everybody has to fucking enlist, I think, for 2 years. Okay. And that is messed up because it taints everybody, You know what I'm saying? It taints everybody. And dude, if I was Israeli, I would not want to join the IDF. Like, fuck that, bro. There's just no way. But this shit is so obvious. It is so obvious that they're trying to use this guy to fucking, right? I don't know if you saw this, but look at this shit. It was Olivia Reingold. All right, remember the fucking free press woman? This woman, look at this post, dude. This woman, she looks like a lizard person, but watch her talking about 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀.
This was 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀 6 months ago, partying in a club in Miami to Heil Hitler with people like Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, etc., etc. Now he's in Israel.
Right.
And some of his fans are furious.
All you guys are here. It's such a downfall, such a bad idea, but all you guys are here.
𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀 is the 20-year-old figurehead of looksmaxing, the online movement devoted to becoming hotter by almost any means necessary.
Dude, looksmaxing. Fucking idiot maxing.
When he revealed he was in Tel Aviv, his live stream chat erupted almost instantly with messages like "sell out" and "kiss the wall, goy." His manosphere peers began asking whether he'd been captured by shadowy Israeli forces. So I called him. 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀 told me the trip wasn't political. Israel was simply trending, and therefore, in his words, an undeniably good idea.
See, she called him. But like, dude, she is a Barry Weiss, Ellison Free Press, like, look at her, lizard person, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, she called him, but they're doing this to make it seem like, oh, Israel's this great place. It's not bad. Like, forget about all those pictures of the dead kids in Gaza, right? Forget about all that. Forget about Ben-Gvir running around with a flamethrower, like burning all the Lebanese moms, right? Forget about that. There's hot girls in Tel Aviv, and 𝗙ici𝗶𝗍𝗆's like, yeah, this place is so cool. And then meanwhile, you know, his bank account is probably going clavicular. Dude, I can't stand this woman, though. And she looks like she is like fucking, what's his name, dude? Hafeen's. She looks like Don Hafeen's illegitimate child. Like, I think she's getting like a bunch of plastic surgery or some shit.
And he also said that the country was nothing like what people are saying it is on TikTok. And what exactly has impressed him the most? The women. All these women are good looking, he told me. So far, he spent the trip shopping in Tel Aviv, partying at a beachfront club, and is planning an event at a local gym for Monday. Honestly, I think that this is a pretty progressive outlook in which he is an equal opportunity partier. He says he's there because it's kind of fun, and the women are beautiful, according to him. So, again, he says it's not about politics. It's about having a good time. And he says he's having one in Israel.
Dude, isn't that crazy? Right? And look at this. She says he isn't trying to get political. He came to party, meet girls, and talk looks maxing. And weirdly, that may have more of an impact than if he were to visit the Nova Music Festival site or meet with former hostages. There's something powerful to showing his audience that Israel isn't the pariah state they've been told it is. It's actually one of the greatest tourist destinations on earth. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, they are like, they're astroturfing, like hardcore. They are hardcore astroturfing. You know what I'm saying? They are hardcore astroturfing this like PR campaign for Israel. Okay? It is, dude, she is so bought and paid for. I mean, if you look at her, you know, she is so, right? This was her big article that came out, right? This was her big fucking article in the Free Press, where she was like, basically, you know, she became radicalized by October 7th. She is crazy. You want to see me in the club throwing down? All right. I'm always throwing down, boss. But yeah, man, that shit is weird, boss. All right, let's check in on the Lindsey information. It is still... Dude, I still can't believe he's dead, guys. That is crazy. It is wild, guys. Right? Isn't that nuts? All right, so this looks like his last press conference this is from 2 days ago.
Agreement with the White House on a version of the Russian sanctions bill that they will support. It means it's going to become law. So when I get back to Washington, I'm going to go with Senator Blumenthal to the Republican and Democratic leader to see if we can find time to move this Russian sanctions package that would give tools to President Trump to help end this war. There's some things we can do on the technology front to build on the lethality of Ukraine to protect itself from ballistic missile attack. If we did that, combined with creating tools to punish those countries that prop up Putin, that make money off this war, then I think we've got the best chance since I've been coming here in the last 5 years to get Putin to the peace table. We've reached agreement
All right,
with
so that was his last interview, but guys, that's not happening now. Again, I feel like this is a huge, unexpected power shift, right? While everyone is sort of flipped out about Mitch McConnell, it's an extra Senate seat gone. It is Trump's biggest ally gone. Trump's biggest, like, deeply entrenched long time serving, 23 years in the Senate. Okay, this guy had a lot of pull, Lindsey did. He was a warmonger. He was definitely Netanyahu's like best friend in the Senate other than John Fetterman, right? Who will polish the knob like nobody's business. But so, dude, Lindsey being gone makes like all of Trump's power in the Senate, I feel like, is zoinked, right? Because Thune hates Trump. A lot of people in there hate Trump. But this guy like Lindsey would endorse everything Trump did. Anything, no matter how crazy. And he was a warmonger. So shit, boss. Holy shit. That is epic. You see all of look at Ben-Gvir, right? Israel lost one of its greatest friends. Yeah, dude. You fucking degenerate. This guy is so gross, dude. Right? Yeah, you're fucking in trouble now. Now, again, all the right-wing accounts are playing up the hours after returning from Ukraine. I am fully expecting that the right wing is going to start doing their conspiracy shit, guys. Right? The right wing is going to do their conspiracy shit. Now the official White House account tweeted Trump's tweet, which is batshit. Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators I've ever known, is dead. He was always working and was a true American patriot. Lindsey will be greatly missed. Details and arrangements to follow. Oh, shit. This is crazy. Savage, dude. Yeah. Oh. Dead. Dead, I say, dead. Dude, we were on this before everybody, baby. Let's go. Oh, shit. That is crazy. So everybody is now reporting, right? Midas Touch is now reporting. Everybody is finally caught up. It is, guys, it's just so... Oh, look at this. Here's Thune's response. My heart is heavy this morning. Lindsey's long and dedicated service, blah, 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 right? He fought for the Palmetto State, trusted advisor and colleague. They're praying for his family, right? Lindsey's spine will be buried separately if found. So the SAVE Act, guys, the SAVE Act is dead. Dead. The SAVE Act, baby. Gone. All right. They didn't have the votes before, and now they're too short. Dude, they're fucking too short. Dude, let's go. Oh, shit. Ah. Yeah, they are fucked now. So dude, they are like, see, this is wild though. That's crazy that Annie Andrews was pulling 3 points behind Lindsey Graham. I mean, dude, maybe Annie Andrews pulls this off, guys. Maybe something. I mean, look at this picture though of Lindsey. Dude, he did not look good, boss. I'd been seeing him look like this lately. He looked like trash, dude. But this could be somewhat epic, guys. It could be somewhat epic, where maybe there's somebody like piss poor runs in Lindsey's place. Dude, Kai3, do you think a mass GOP rebellion will happen now? Let's go. I mean, I don't know. Guys, I'll be honest. I don't understand why there's already not a mass GOP rebellion. I mean, here's the problem. The problem with the GOP rebellion isn't really their numbers. The problem with the GOP rebellion is the super PAC money behind Donald Trump, okay? Because the reason that there's not a GOP rebellion isn't that these GOP people don't hate Trump. They do. Most of them, except for the MAGA who like sniff his ass, most of the old school Republicans hate Trump. But Trump has a huge money machine behind him with Elon and Miriam Adelson. They have Turning Point Action, the TPUSA people, which means if they go against Trump, they'll sink all that money to try and primary them. So they're just worried about his financial backing being wielded against them. Okay? That is the problem. Because I think, you know, and the people, obviously, you look at the people who've stood up, like, you know, Massey's out, right? You look at MTG, she was going to be out, so she had to move. Like, for some reason, Lauren Boebert got a pass, but I think it's because she's, you know, banging Kid Rock. But yeah, dude, he doesn't look good. He doesn't look good. You think, guys, you think he had a heart attack while he was, you know, right? You think he was humping? Do you think he was humping when the ticker came fucking bumping? Right? Was Lindsey humping when the ticker went chumping? Lindsey was humping when his ticker's gone chumping. Oh shit, dude, he may have been. Right? Where did that EMS go with the cardiac arrest? Was that at the bathhouse, or was it in fact Lindsey's home? Do we have confirmation on there? Guys, that is so crazy. I mean, I'm a little bit in shock, guys. I'm a little bit in shock because this is totally unexpected. And to be honest with you, I feel like this has significant implications in the Senate right now. It makes it so they barely have any wiggle room, and they may even have trouble like getting judicial appointments done now. And what's more is, depending on who decides to run for this thing, I think there is even a possibility that maybe this seat gets flipped, right? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I've always thought South Carolina had so much voter suppression that there was no chance, but there were some favorable polls for that woman. Maybe some people are willing to swing. You know, I will say this, though. I'm waiting to hear from Nancy Mace, because I'm assuming that Nancy Mace is, I feel like she's going to run for this fucking seat, guys. Okay? Dude, look at this. No, they're already saying it. I'm telling you right now, guys. Nancy Mace is going to fucking run for this seat. She has not announced it yet, but I will almost guarantee it, because she's dying to be relevant. She's upset that she lost the governorship. She's out of her House seat. She could fundraise if she does that and have a couple months of like travel and partying, and, you know, Senate campaign is a big deal. That's a big platform. She has the media connections. Trump hates her. Yeah, but she wouldn't even be running to win, guys. I think she would be running to just be relevant and to have a platform, right? Right? She'll do anything to be able to get on Fox News every day. She is so obsessed with her own brand that, you know, anything that allows her to be a mouthpiece. And she'll probably parrot him. I bet she'll parrot him. She'll go all in on Israel, and she'll start like her warmongering phase, and she will try to, like, you know, kiss up to Trump again, hoping for his endorsement. She'll like, please, Trumpy, how can I fucking, You know, how can I disgrace myself for you? Dude, she's going to run for this seat, man. That is killing me, dude. You're tired of being gaslit? I hear you, fairies. I am tired of I'm tired of this timeline, guys. Do you guys feel it? Like, I feel like this timeline is 100 miles an hour of like negative fake propaganda from the right wing, from every side. It is like a barrage. Every day is like woke is dead. Like, you know, gay rights are being rolled back. The Bible, everybody loves the Bible. America's all Christian now. Everybody's converting. Every day it's just a deluge of right-wing shitters like making shit up all day long about how they have taken control of everything and how we're doomed. And then like 5 minutes later, they're crying because woke is like ruining their lives. It's like this weird duality where half of the time they're telling you we've taken over, we want everything, we control the whole world. And then 2 minutes later, they're like, you're oppressing me. Oh, you've oppressed me. Right? And it's like 1,000 arrows, right? We're taking you over. We're oppressed. We're taking you over. We're oppressed. Woke is dead. The woke mob just ruined me. It's like, bro, like, just fucking, like, relax. Go fucking, like, crack open a beer or some shit. You know, go get a hobby. Get a hobby of, like, not analyzing children's genitals, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, get a hobby that doesn't involve being trans obsessed on fucking Facebook, you know? Like, my God, dude, if your hobby is posting about litter boxes in schools for 14 hours a day, you need to evolve. The war on Christmas. Oh, Jesus. Dude, the war on Christmas, where it's literally like, it's like we're all being choked out with crosses. And they're like saying, ooh, we've been oppressed. It's like, yo, dude, I'm literally getting choked out by Christian nationalism on a daily basis. I turn the TV on and like Laura Ingraham has ash on her forehead. And I'm like, dude, you were saying what? You crazy fuckers. Bush Raider says, political punk. I said CERN fucked around with their partial accelerator and antimatter. Our world timeline shifted. All right, Bush Raider. Let's go. So CERN are the ones to blame? All right, fuck those guys. Yeah, dude. It is like just constant overwhelm, guys. Constant overwhelm. Dude. It's killing me. Killing me, boss. But yeah, this is crazy news. This is insane fucking news, boss. Dude, look at this. You see this? He's dead. Yeah, you look at it trending. Lindsey Graham trending with first Mitch. Dude. Right? Yo. Hey. Yo, Mitch McConnell's office, please. Yeah, it's political punk. Hi. Well, you may have noticed Lindsey Graham, he kicked the bucket or he got whacked. We're not sure. But something happened to him, right? He's no longer with us. So I was wondering if you could put Mitch on the phone. I kind of want to get a statement from Mitch. Scott Jennings told me to give you guys a call. He said you have wonderful 17-minute conversations about, you know, Iran, Ukraine, the hub, you know, like the Confederate flag, right? Is Mitch available? Is he, what's he doing right now? See, you guys, why are you sniffing? Smelling salts? You guys doing a little toot? What's going on? We need Mitch. on the horn right now. We want to get a statement. How does Mitch feel about Lindsey Graham's passing? It's very important. All right? All right. No statement now? All right. We'll try back later. All right. Fuck you. Bye-bye. All right. So Mitch is not coming to the phone, guys. Shocker. First Mitch, dude. Dude, what is... Dude, oh shit. First Mitch. Dude. What are they doing? Look at what this guy did, dude. Says Mitch McConnell back in the Senate and Fox News scores the first sit down. No surprise there. Dude, remember the fucking correspondent guy with the mask, dude? No! Oh! Dude, they are on one, dude. Weekend at Mitch's. Oh, that's fucking brilliant, dude. But guys, it's not a mask. Really, I swear, it's just the uplight that is defying the laws of both lighting and shadow. But seriously, guys, it's not a mask. It's just the way his collar is like infecting your retina, right? Dude, like, what timeline are we in, guys? People are wearing masks on Fox News. Mitch McConnell is dead and Scott Jennings is pretending he's talking to him. And then out of the blue, dude, Lindsey Graham beat fucking Chuck Grassley to the other side. How is that possible? How did Lindsey Graham beat Chuck Grassley to fucking side 2? There's just no way, guys. All right, Mitch, thank you. Appreciate it. You looking great, dude. Your neckline is looking powerful, boss. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, my God. That's classic. Lindsey Graham trending with first Mitch. Dude, Brandy, let's go. You're awesome. Would have been one of the people you were friends with back in the party days. Let's go. I had my party days for sure. I am now, last month, I did celebrate 19 years of sobriety. And so that's good. I'm a former partier. Right? I'm a former partier and cocaine aficionado. We're going to get direct, right? And so, but now I'm sober. And, you know, I'm former rock and roller. For those of you who are new here, there are some links to music down in the description. I got a couple records on Spotify and Apple Music and such. Because I did tour the country as a one-man indie rock band back in the early 2000s before my son was born, right? Let's go. You know, and so I've been around. But yeah, so Lindsey Graham is dead. Dude, oh my God, dude. Lindsey Graham dies right when Kristi Noem was becoming available. That sucks, dude. What is Benny Johnson gonna do, dude? Who's his old man like bone gonna be now without, okay? Now, guys, I do want to pause here, okay? I'm gonna go in a little bit because I have to get on the video. I got to get in early on the video on this, since I'm ahead of the loop. But I do want to talk for a minute about McConnell because there was some information about his neighbor. Okay, Mitch McConnell's neighbors have been speaking up about this Mitch disappearance. And again, on Mitch, we all fully believe that Mitch is no longer with us. And that's what it looked like. I did make a video yesterday. We broke down the ambulance scene, that CNN footage. And it was very clear that these guys were not in a rush. There was no IV. There was no like heart monitor. They were right. Dude, Kareem showing love. Dick Strange American made. Let's go. Yeah, baby. So there were some neighbors and stuff speaking up. And the first thing that I saw was this person. Where was she? Is it in the likes? Did I like it? I think I did. Dude, aim! You are radiant, Tommy. Let's go! Thank you, boss. Dude, CK Bold. Let's go, baby! Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate the support. So I'd seen a couple reports about McConnell because he's the other wild card. And there was a woman who said her cardiologist was Mitch McConnell's neighbor. Okay? It was right here. This person. All right? She said, my cardiologist's sister lives next door to Mitch McConnell. She confirms that he is dead. He coded at his house. Paramedics never got a pulse back. He's stored in a cooler at a local mortuary. Apparently, they made close friends and relatives sign NDAs. If you think I'm lying, you can just show us Mitch McConnell. Okay, now we have had other reports, dude. Adam Cochran reported on this too. There was a Daily Beast article where the neighbors were talking about beforehand. And there is, McConnell's neighbor said days before the ambulance call, Mitch was seen in a wheelchair. He was pale. His mouth was like, slacked open. He was being carted around by staffers. The day of the 911 call, the neighbor saw him loaded into the ambulance. This is the footage we all saw. Confirmed his eyes were closed and he was not moving. There was oxygen tubes running up his face and nose, but when we saw him being loaded into the ambulance, those tubes weren't attached to anything. And normally, if they have tubes going up there, you're going to have somebody bagging that guy. If he's alive, they would have him intubated and they would be bagging him into the ambulance. His staffers were crying and there were no sirens in the emergency vehicle. And there was absolutely, they were not rushing at all. No rushing. We watched the video a dozen times and nobody was rushing. Does Paula have an opinion on Mitch? She does. She says, Sakatara. So, yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. So now, again, they're trying to dodge that August 4th deadline. Now, guys, what I did is I fucking replied to 𝗙cie𝗶𝗆𝗆. I don't know if he'll see it, right? But where is it? I said, let me find it. I told 𝗙cie𝗶𝗆𝗆 right here. I was like, go to the hospital, dude. Like this is a matter of interest for the state of Kentucky. 𝗙cie𝗶𝗆's writing letters to his office. 𝗙cie𝗶𝗆𝗆 needs to go to the hospital. Period. Where is Mitch staying? Right? We need proof of life or just set up a special election. Dude, that is crazy though. Again, guys, CNN is so zonked out on this that they issued a statement distancing themselves from Scott Jennings' claim that he spoke to Mitch McConnell on the phone because they know he's lying. They know he is lying. This is crazy, right? This is crazy. Exactly. Yeah, why would Elaine leave the country? Okay, think about that. If Mitch had coded and was in cardiac arrest and they resuscitated him and he is on life support or perhaps in his last day or so, you think your wife is going to hop on a plane to China while you're just sitting there on a fucking ventilator? Nah, dude. So you're going to die alone while she's out there doing what? Like, right? Riding the high-speed rail back and forth? Come on. Nah. Dude. Now, you ready? Hold on. Yo, God, what's up? Yeah, this political punk here. All right, I know, you know, I don't believe in you. I know, I have an attitude problem. I know, I question your authority because I consider you to be made up and just a product of, you know, making people docile, all right? And shame, not into the shame thing. But forget about that. I'm going to choose to believe in you right now, all right? Because I want to call in a favor, okay? Now, we already know Mitch McConnell's dead. Yeah, I know. They're acting like he's not, but everybody knows he's dead. And tonight, tragically, Lindsey Graham succumbed to a mystery illness, the Kiev special, I understand. So, in the spirit of like threes, I was wondering, you got room for one more? Can we squeeze one more pine box out of you? The world is aching. And there's somebody that everybody is just waiting. They're waiting for the box. So if there is any chance that we can get one more box, and it's gonna have to be a double wide, okay? It's gonna have to be diaper friendly, and like a real secure lid. Like once this fucker closes, you got to make sure under no circumstances that lid can be opened. We don't want anything crawling out of it and doing like a carry and climbing up through the dirt. So you'll think about it? All right. I mean, this would really be special. Okay. The whole world would be celebrating. All right. Think it over. All right. Thank you. All right. Fuck you. Bye-bye. All right. So he's thinking about it. Hey, man. You know, my dad always taught me it never hurts to ask, right? It never hurts to ask. Right? Dude, let's go. Dude, oh my God. Guys, can you imagine the triple casket? Like 3 caskets all like attached together with the 2 hoods open out and 1 hood opens up? It is like the ceremonial trip cask. And you could have 3 guys in there, and then you close the doors, right? Boom. And then like 15 pallbearers, a circle of pallbearers. Dude. Dude, let's go. Oh, the triple casket. I like it. It's got like, it vibes, doesn't it? Dude, it vibes. What a crazy night, guys. Oh my God. I cannot believe that, like, it's insane to me. Okay. It is insane to me. The Mariners lose 5 in a row and Lindsey Graham is dead. Dude, I mean, I don't know why I'm laughing, right? It's not funny, but yet I'm like, the power shift in the Senate right now has really got me excited. Guys, this is a huge power shift, right? Have I ever been live for something like this that breaks news? Not really. I mean, I was live during like the Bakersfield like hostage situation, but that had been going for several hours. This is the first time I'm live where this shit is literally going down while we're on it. But this is just such a big power shift. It is huge. Netanyahu is shitting, okay? Netanyahu is shitting himself, guys. They are like, you know, all of the Israeli IDF warmongering guys are like, Israel lost a good friend. They're damn right, dude. He was Israel's biggest cheerleader. Okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. We had the airplane hitting the fire truck. We did that. I thank you, Bradshaw. I remember that one was big too. Yeah, that one was cool. Dude, yeah, this is crazy talk, guys. So that is crazy. But man, dude, unfucking real, bro. Dude. Oh my God, dude. It is wild, guys. Unbelievable. Dude. Oh shit, he's doing the Tim Pool. Remember Tim Pool's tweet about Charlie Kirk? Sources tell me Charlie Kirk is stable, please God. Do you remember that? Dude, I remember seeing Tim Pool's tweet and I'm like, yo, homie, did you see a different video or what? Because we all saw Charlie Kirk, that video, and everybody knew that man was not stable. Like, there's no way, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna go get a video out. All right? I'm gonna go. I have to go get some videos out. And, dude, Lindsey is dead. It is some crazy news. The power is shifting in the Senate. There we are. Let's go. Let's go, dude. We're watching us. Watch me. Watch me. Let's go. This is, guys, this is fucking, right? This is fucking crazy, dude. There it is. A live view of the Capitol after Senator Lindsey Graham dies at 71. Dude, this is crazy. This is unreal, guys. Unreal. It is absolutely unreal that, again, the power shifting in the Senate. And you know what more though is with the average age of the senators being 67 years old, we could literally have one of these a day happen, guys. Okay, they're at the age where many of these guys, like, this could happen every day or every other day with the age of these guys. It is crazy. I want to thank you all, especially the new people who came and hung out. Please drop a like on your way out. Dude, Kitten Bricks says, today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Kitten Bricks. Let's go. It is I feel like this is a game changer, okay? We've already seen Trump. He is so paranoid, right? He's subpoenaing reporters. He's worried about the leaker. He's freaking out. He's like, what do I do? But like, guys, he just lost his biggest ally in the Senate and probably his only like ride or die ally in the Senate. Most of the senators do not like Trump. But Lindsey was ride or die, okay? Lindsey was like, don't release the videos. Don't tell them I'm gay. I will do anything for you. Yeah, Ted Cruz, you're right. Cruz is like all he's got left now. He's got Cruz, who's another ride or die. But it's different, though, because Cruz, I feel like Cruz is not really that effective. Like, everybody hates Ted Cruz. Not everybody hated Lindsey Graham. Like, a lot of people liked Lindsey. Dude, Ethan, let's go, boss. You know? But, all right. All right, guys. Yeah, the board has been shuffled. The dice have been shaken. Sorry to use that unfortunate. I'm shaking the dice, guys. Really. I promise. It's dice shaking. But, yeah, man. Warmonger, Israel's best friend, Donald Trump's ride or die. Boom. Removed from the Senate. Now, who's going to be the replacement? Who will McMaster insert in there? We don't know. And again, I'm calling it now. Nancy Mace is going to run for this seat. I'm calling it now. Nancy Mace, I bet she throws her fucking hat in there. I would not be surprised. Dude, Jason's Australiana put a shrimp on the bobby, my friend. Let's go, baby. Dude, we're gonna get a couple more months of Nancy Mace being a crock. All right? Yeah, dude, Lindsey Graham is dead, guys. Ding dong. The witch is dead. What the fuck? Dude, Carrie Lake is from Arizona, boss. Carrie Lake can't run for senator in South Carolina. She's from Arizona, boss. Right? Yeah, she's out. She's out of the running. Dude, Mace is gross. Wood. She's gross. Wood. Kill me. Kill me now. All right. We got a dance party. Dude, everybody hit up the dance party. Thank you to Pinky for really running quarterback tonight on the dance party, and to Quarg for all of those gifted memberships. Again, guys, please hit the like on your way out. I am streaming every night at 10 p.m. Pacific time, but starting this week, I am also going to be streaming at noon Pacific time, right? And so I'm going to be doing 2 streams a day, dude. And Jean de Pointner. All right, OC, let's go. Le boss. Let's go, baby. Dude, Nancy Mace does all of my genital checks. Just so you know. Yes, I'm going to be streaming daytime. Noon, 12 noon Pacific Standard Time and 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Dude, we're doubling up. We're going to 2 streams a day. I'm starting Monday, guys. I'm jumping in. Okay, today's Sunday. That means tomorrow I'm streaming at noon. I'm just getting right in there. I think noon will be a little different. There probably won't be a dance party at noon. Noon's going to be in and out. It's going to be like 2 hours just so I can get more breaking news. I'm going to be doing a day stream and a night stream. I'm going to be streaming when all the other political streamers are streaming. All right. It's going to be amazing, guys. All right. Hit the like on your way out. It's dance party time. Get ready. We're about to hit a little deja vu. What we do around here. We laugh and we dance. All right? We dance around these parts. Dude, and tonight we have a special one. Tonight's dance goes out to my favorite soggy bottom, low country bottom. This one goes out to Mr. Lindsey Graham. Say hi to Mitch for us, buddy. Let's go. Hopefully we're going to send one of your other buddies to you soon, too. Thank you, guys. Right now we're going to dance to Swedish artist Stefan Carlin's little deja vu. Let's hit it. Come on, baby.
Before I do recognize bit holy, an ocean that I will make it out somehow.
Let's go, baby! Keep dancing, keep grinding, all right? It's gonna be all right, guys. We're gonna make it out of this, boss. We are. Unfortunately, we're probably not gonna get out unscathed, but we'll stick together, dude. Fuck Donald Trump. I will see you guys tomorrow! And in the meantime, baby, don't forget to stay radiant! There we go. Good night! I'll see you tomorrow!
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be alone.